Hello guys, welcome to this video tutorial. This is Sohail Abbasi from Merit Pros. Let's get started. I'm going to show you scheduling and running a GitHub project in Jenkins. Obviously, it is a very small topic and the last topic of today's class, today's session part 2. But yes, we are going to build one command, we are going to run one particular code, and then we are going to observe how this code works. Clear? Let me go ahead and do it. So I'm going to open my repository. Fine. So now if you see, what I'm going to do is, if you see this build now option, it means you are going to build your job, schedule your job, right? Scheduling the job via two ways. First, if you go in the configure, and here you schedule a job for a particular point of time. How you do it, I've already told you this part. In your poll SCM, the way I'm providing here the 5-star, it means I'm putting my job for every 1 minute. You can change it according to your requirement. You can change it for every 30 minutes, for every 40 minutes, right? To perform all these things, you can do this part. So scheduling a job is from here. This is one way. Another way to run your job is you simply click on build now, and then the job should start here. I will show you here, right? You go inside the repository. So console output, if you see here, right, you can simply go in the console output and you will see that your code is working. So it says started by administrator, running as the system. From this repository, it is taking the code, right? This is a timeout. So this is the command I have passed. Output finished as a success. All right, guys. So that's how we generally define our code. We generally write our code. We take the code. The code is coming from the repository. It says this repository, taking the code from the repository from my master branch, right? And after getting the code from my master branch, it is executing and providing me the result. So this is the entire hierarchy which we generally use to transfer our code from our local machine to Git, from Git to Jenkins, and then we execute our code, managing the users, observe the console output, and get the data from here. So guys, any questions so far in this overall explanation? If you have any, please ask.
So usually in a testing world like automation engineer, how often and when we run the Jenkins, like when we run the code?
So let's say you have your regression suite, right? You have your smoke
Yes,
suite. So
yes,
according to the requirement, your client says, all right, in every day, right? Twice I want to execute my regression suite just to make sure that everything is working fine. Or let's say smoke suite, make sure 3 times in a day to check the some of the key functionalities of my application, and my application is responding to those functionalities, right? So you want to run your script for 3 times in a day. Right. So Suresh, in the last session, we are going to cover Jenkins pipeline only. Don't worry about it. The last session will be completely based on your Jenkins pipeline. Now, in this case, as a manual tester, if I ask you to execute your entire smoke suite 3 times in a day, would you be able to do it? No, right? But as an automation engineer, you can do it via your automation script. At the same time, if I want you to automate all these things on your local machine, then what is the artifact, right, that you have executed these things? You can't do it. Automation means everything is automated. So how we can achieve this automation part? We can achieve it via Jenkins. We can schedule a job for, let's say, after every 3 hours, right? In our poll SCM, after every 3 hours, it will check and it will execute your code. So let's say in the morning 9, and then in the afternoon 12, and then in the evening 3 p.m., afternoon 3 p.m., right? It will execute your smoke suite 3 times in a day, and then you will get the data. So that's how we generally execute our jobs multiple times in a day via Jenkins. So it is very often that we use Jenkins. I hope you got the answer, right?
yes. Thank you.
Thank you for watching this video. Hope the cover topics will help you in your career development and growth. See you in our next video.